Hi, welcome to Streetwise. Today I'm going to be doing a speech on the 10 Commandments. So I saw this really cool video that basically was a way to remember the 10 Commandments. Now, if someone sat down to me before seeing this video and said, "What are the 10 Commandments?" I'd be like, probably be able to list quite a few, but I'd probably forget some, to be honest. I'd be like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, I'm not sure. And I saw this video and I was like, that is such a great way to remember. I'm dyslexic, so I'm quite a visual person on how I'm learning. The only way I passed anything in life was doing visual drawings and pictures to remember facts. And I think this is a really great way to remember the 10 Commandments. So I'm going to recreate what the guy did on the video and see if you guys like it and if it's something that is helpful for you. So first of all, you get one finger up like this. Can you do one finger and say, there is only one God. You will not have any more gods but me. There is only one God. You do not have any more gods than me. Then there is two fingers. If you get two fingers like this, and this finger is going to bow down to this finger. Okay, so do not bow down to any other gods. Do not bow down to any other gods. So have a go with your fingers like that. Okay, so what was number one? One was, there is only one God. Do not have any other gods but me. Number two, do not bow down to any other gods. So number three, we're going to do three fingers like this, and we're going to say, do not take the Lord's name in vain. So taking the Lord's name in vain is with your mouth. You take the Lord's name in vain. I mean, people who take it quite literally would be saying like, oh, you shouldn't be saying, oh my God. Sometimes I will change it to oh my goodness when I feel like it's slipping out, because culturally everyone says it, don't they? So it gets in your lingo. So sometimes when I'm about to say oh my God, I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know if that's any better, but I think if you don't just view it like that, it could just be like, don't badmouth God, don't say nasty things about God. It could mean like that. So 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. What was 1? 1 was, do not have any gods but me. Number 2, do not bow down to any other gods. Number 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. 4 kind of looks like one of those hands when you go to sleep. So we're going to go 4, keep the Sabbath holy. So that means like have a rest on the Sabbath, make sure you rest on the Sabbath. Or some people say that they have read the Bible and it says about, don't take it literally, as in you can't cook, you can't serve other people on the Sabbath, like you could have people around for dinner on a Sunday. It's saying just to keep Sunday with God in mind, like really focus on God and don't be working yourself silly. I think also, if you think back to when the world was created, it said on the 7th day God rested. So if God needs a rest after doing his work, then we definitely need a rest. So I think it also is asking us not to work 7 days a week. Some people do work 7 days a week. Their jobs offer them overtime. But I think as a Christian, it's saying do not work 7 days a week. It won't be good for your mental health. It won't be good for your well-being. You need to make sure you're having at least 1 day's rest a week. So we'll revise that again. So 1, do not have any other gods but me. 2, do not bow down to any other gods. 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. 4, looks like we're going to sleep, to protect the Sabbath. 5 is going to be like a salute like this. So can we do, have our hands like this for number 5? Salute is going to be honour your mother and father. Honour your mother and father. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to honour our mother and father. So that means you're being respectful and kind to your mum and dad. I know some people have found it really challenging and have had horrible parents. If you ever watch any of Joyce Meyer videos, that is really challenging, but I won't go into how badly and poorly her dad treated her, but she did actually feel called to look after him on his deathbed, and she did help him when he was on his last years of his life and poorly and sick. She did help with the nursing of that. I honestly, it must have been the strength of God because she had one of the worst fathers who treated her really, really bad. So we will go back to the beginning. 1, there's only one God but me. 2, do not bow down to any other gods. 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. 4, protect the Sabbath. 5, respect your mother and father. And then 6, we're going to pretend this is a gun and this is a person. Do not kill. That's a pretty obvious one, isn't it? Do not kill. I mean, some of these are actually got into the law of the land. So a lot of these do not kill. That's part of our law. You'd go to prison if you killed. And I want us to, when I get to the bit when we talk around our tables, to think about if all of these, God put these as 10 commandments. Does he view them all just as bad as each other? Or does he see a ranking of what's the worst? Will he spiritually damage the stuff that we don't see as bad? Will he spiritually really damage us if we do the other things that we don't think is as bad? So, 1, do not have any other gods but me. 2, don't bow down to any other gods. 3, don't take the Lord's name in vain. 4, protect the Sabbath. 5, honour your mother and father. 6, do not kill. And then we're going to do 7. There is 2 people in a marriage, not 5. There's 2 people in a marriage, not 5. That is, do not commit adultery. Do not have relationships with other people other than your romantic relationships with other people. And I think that one's a Bible quote. Jesus said, the teachings tell you not to cheat on your wife, but I say if you just look at another woman lustfully, then you have committed it in your heart, and I think that's just as bad as cheating. And I think that today, I think a lot of things that are normalized is pornography, for example. I've heard so many women and men say I don't see that as cheating, but in God's eyes, in Jesus's eyes, it is cheating. Looking at another woman lustfully in sexual thoughts, that's the same as cheating, so we shouldn't be doing that. So 8 is going to be thinking about in some really some countries, I don't know if they still do it now, in the olden days, if you stole, you'd have your thumbs cut off. So for number 8 to remember it, we're going to say do not steal, do not steal. So we've got 1, do not have any other gods but me. 2, do not bow down to any other gods. 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. 5, 4, protect the Sabbath. 5, honour your mother and father. 6, do not kill. 7 is do not commit adultery. 8 is do not steal. And 9, 5 is not 4. 5 is not 4. Do not lie. And then we have got, for the last one is 10, so that's all our fingers, and we're going to reach out like this, like we're grabbing things for number 10, and it's called do not covet. Do not covet, which means do not want what other people have. Aren't we in like a society that does that? We've got social media, Instagram, adverts, you need this, you need that, you need the next best car, you need this holiday. Oh look, this person's having a baby shower, you might be longing for a baby, or this person's on this fancy holiday, you might be longing for a holiday. Someone else might have a really great family and do all these family posts and thinking, I wish my family was all connected and happy. But you might have other good things that are going off in your life. And, oh, this person's really beautiful, or this person's passed a degree, I wish I was really intelligent, or I wish I was really pretty. God's given us all different skill sets, so that's why we shouldn't be longing for what other people have. And before I have a child, I really came to accept a lot of my relationships weren't going well, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to accept that I'm happy being an auntie. I've got beautiful nephews and nieces. It's a great role to have, and I really truly in my heart said I am happy being an auntie and I don't think I'll ever be a mother. And that was based on the fact that I didn't think I was going to find a partner that I believe was going to be suitable to bring up my child how I'd want them to be brought up, because I hadn't managed to find a partner that was really interested in God and Christianity. And I really feel like you've got to have God in the centre of your life for it to truly work. So that is why I came to that conclusion. But I remember telling my friend, and she just burst out in tears and said, "You've got so much love to give. I really feel like God is telling me that you're going to be a mother one day." But I felt so peaceful about it. I mean, I did end up becoming a mother one day, but I think it's okay. It's good to accept where you are at and not long for these other things. You can ask God, but not be wanting and wanting and wanting. Always put God first. So, number one, have no other gods but me. Then we have got 2, do not bow down to any other gods. 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain. 4, protect the Sabbath. 5, honour your mother and father. 6, do not kill. 7, do not commit adultery. 8, do not steal. Them sticky fingers, do not steal. And 9, do not lie. And 10, do not want what other people have, do not covet. So that is the 10 commandments. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy a little video that I might do of a little snapshot of what Streetwise is all about. Bye.